My name's John Farnea, and I'll be taking you through our mobile application framework. I'll first cover what the framework is designed to achieve and what its main features are, and then I'll do a quick demonstration of designing or customising an application using the framework. So firstly, what's the mobile application framework designed to achieve? David mentioned earlier that Commerce Vision has been in the mobile commerce space for many years with our companion sales product. It was a Windows mobile native application. There are a number of challenges to providing a mobile commerce application, but the main one is providing flexibility and customisation. It's very difficult to design an application that can be configured and customised for a particular company's requirements. And as a software company, we like to have standard applications that we can support, maintain and enhance. But customers want flexibility in their mobile applications to make sure they work best in their organisations. There are also other challenges around deployment of upgrades and fixes for mobile applications. So to solve these challenges, recently we invested an extensive R&D effort into our mobile capability. There are a few ground shifts that helped us decide the way forward with mobile. The first of those was HTML5. There are a lot of components to HTML5, but the most important ones to mobile commerce are the enhancements to support web applications, including offline caching of application files and local storage of data, including WebSQL. This means that you can design a HTML5 application that can run and access local data on a mobile device without an internet connection. The second big change in 2007 was the iPhone. The iPhone, with its touch-capable user interface and its support for HTML5, set a new standard for mobile devices that today sees broad HTML5 support across all mobile platforms. We can now develop HTML5 applications that will work across all major mobile device platforms, including Apple, Android, Windows and others. Another big change for mobile commerce is that mobile networks are also a lot more reliable, are faster and much less expensive to use than they were 5 or more years ago. This means that we can now design applications that are meant to be used in an online connected mode with an offline capability, rather than developing applications that are designed for offline use that synchronise transactions when the network's available. So although we now have great tools such as HTML5, mobile devices with strong HTML5 support and much better mobile networks, we still need a framework through which we can deliver customisable off-the-shelf applications, and that's where our mobile application framework comes in. The purpose of the framework is to allow us to build and host HTML5 applications for mobile devices. The main features of the framework are, firstly, application design. The framework includes a widget library. That's a collection of user interface elements that can be used in applications. The widgets have configuration options that allow their behaviour to be customised. The framework also includes standard application templates. So those templates can be copied and modified to suit a particular company's requirements. For example, deleting fields in data entry screens or removing menu options altogether. The application designer makes this process of constructing, configuring and customising applications intuitive with a drag and drop design interface. We'll have a look at that process in the demo shortly. In terms of application maintenance, the framework allows Commerce Vision to perform fixes and make enhancements to the widgets that are used in our customers' applications. The framework then allows us to make a copy of a production mobile app with the widget changes applied. Our customers can then test these changes and migrate the test application to live when they're happy. This feature is critical in allowing us to build applications that can be customised, but still allow us to support and maintain the application components. There are also administration functions in the framework for maintaining users, as well as viewing statistics recorded on your mobile application usage. So what I would like to do now is show you the mobile application framework in action and demonstrate designing an application. So we're now at the login screen for the mobile application framework. So what I'll do now is log in and demonstrate designing an application. So I'll click login button there, and this is the dashboard of the mobile application framework. You can see the options that we mentioned earlier. We've got the ability to manage administration users as well as our mobile users, manage our applications, which is application admin and design, which is the area we'll look at today. Also managing the plugin library and designing your own widgets, as well as an analytics section where we can view statistics of the mobile users and application usage. What we'll do now is actually go into application maintenance and design. All your mobile applications are listed on this screen, so you can have several and it's very easy to set them up, as we'll see. We'll click the Add New Application button, and what this does is give us a screen to configure the details of our application. As we mentioned earlier, Commerce Vision provides a set of off-the-shelf system applications which we can use as the basis for our own applications. So what I'll start with here is our mobile sales iPhone application. I'll give it a new name. Test Sales Application. We can also give it a web domain and subdomain. Commerce Vision has the cvmobi.com domain set up, which any of our customers can use. And then you can give it a subdomain. So this application would actually be available on cvmobi.com/testsales as soon as we click the Save button here. So what it's doing is now copying that system application into a local copy for us. So we've got our test sales application, and we can now go in and design this application. So this is the designer screen that we see here. There's three main sections of this screen. Firstly, the widget library, where we can choose the widgets that we use in our application, and we move those widgets into the application by drag and drop. The second part is the actual application elements that we've got within our application, and this is just a standard tree view. It's very easy to select and drill down on the elements that are within your application. And then when you select an element, the element configuration appears on the right-hand screen, or right-hand side of the screen here. So depending on what type of element you're choosing, you will get different configuration options, and that's all defined in the widgets. So this default option here, or default set of menu options we've got here, has come from the system application. This application is actually hooked up to a demo data set by default, so we can actually just click preview and start running this application straight away. Now, what you might notice is that there's some options that we've got in our standard application that you would actually not want to use in your own application. So this is where we allow you to configure. So any of these options here, like fast scan and fast add, we might decide we're not going to use. We can simply delete them. We might want to rearrange some of these options, put our cart view and account select up the top, rep profile up the top, and put some product options, leave those down further. We may not want to worry about campaigns. Again, move some of these customer type options up further. And what we can do is click the Save button. That's actually now modified our application and is available in preview. I open up that window, you'll see that those changes have been affected. So if I just move something around, so move order tracking actually up to the top, click Save, we'll see that when I hit the preview button here, order tracking is now moved up to the top. So with any of the configuration options, we can actually change the menu titles or all that sort of thing. I'll show you actually bringing in a new widget into the application. So if we move down to page elements, we might want to add a menu divider into our menu, so I can just drag that over to the menu item. I'll hide my widget library again. That's now appeared down the bottom. What I can do is move that up, and I might put that in there and give that a name of product options. And when I show my preview again, I'll just save that, preview the item, and I've now got my product options divider. So there's several different types of widgets obviously throughout the software, and depending on what they are, you get different configuration options. So if I look at, for example, order line edit, this particular widget here has some configuration options that allow you to do things like allow entry of delivery date per line, allow entry of note lines, disable price and discount edit. So they actually affect the functionality of that particular widget. As I mentioned, there's a whole bunch of widgets that are provided and maintained by Commerce Vision, as well as you have the ability to define your own. So if I go back out to application maintenance, one of the other things that is a feature of the mobile app framework is our ability to provide you a customizable and configurable application. but still have it supportable and maintainable by us as a software distributor. So the way we do that is actually by the widget approach that we've mentioned. That application that I'm working on, if I now mark that application as live, all of the widget definitions are now saved against that application. So any changes to the standard widgets won't affect this application because it's actually been marked as live. However, we may introduce new features into widgets, we may fix bugs in widgets, and you may want to take advantage of those. So the way to do that is to actually just create a new application copied from your own application. So that Commerce Vision Test Sales application is the one that I just created earlier. And when I do that copy, the system will actually take all of my configuration but apply the new widget definitions. So if there are any bug fixes to the widgets, any enhancements, new configuration options, you can take advantage of those but still keep your customised configuration. So that's application maintenance and design in the Commerce Vision's mobile app framework.